Welcome back! I've prepared a delicious meal for you. That's right, I'm serving up another spicy Destiny video. Go on, get in there and give it a taste. Take another bite. Yeah, but that was just for starters. Now it's time for the
main course.
Yeah guys, seriously, it's time to feast. Beyond Light is changing Destiny forever. A massive content drop that ushers in a new Darkness themed trilogy. Make no mistake, this expansion is a game changer. And in this video, you're gonna find out why. We're gonna look at all 10 of the new Beyond Light exotics, and I gotta say some of the perks are genuinely mental. This sniper rifle summons an actual storm. This sword doubles up as a chainsaw. And this exotic hunter helmet is definitely inspired by that scene when Vader snuffs it at the end of Return of the Jedi. And get ready for some really nice quality of life improvements. Ghosts are getting an upgrade, customizable mods, and you can now even masterwork the cheeky little fellas. And speaking of mods, armor mods are getting a much needed upgrade. Trust me, it's gonna make selecting mods a far more pleasant experience. Now, we all know that Europa is the new destination, but did you know this new ice moon has its own unique weather system? You'll experience everything from clear skies to light snowfall to violent storms. So yeah, you're gonna need to wrap up warm and pack a thermal scope. No, seriously, get a thermal scope. I'm gonna show you why you'll need one. And let's not forget about the new raids, start dates, recommended power, 24-hour loot, it's all here. And for the first time ever, a Destiny expansion drops on the very same day as a console launch, the new Xbox. Yes, next gen is finally here and console players are in for a treat. Destiny 2 is a whole new experience on the new Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, and I'm gonna explain exactly what next gen enhancements you can look forward to. Not to mention some very important info about downloading this new expansion. You're going to want to hear this if you intend to play Beyond Light as soon as it launches. And looky here, your boy popped down to WH Smith's. That's a magazine shop in the UK if you were wondering. And I picked up the latest edition of Edge magazine. And look who's gracing the cover, it's Beyond Light. Now I'm going to fill you in on all the tasty details from this magazine and show you some very nice Europa concept art. And finally, a bit of news that brought a tear to your boy's eye. My good pal Deej, Bungie's community manager for the past 9 years, is leaving the studio. Yeah, that's me and Deej at the 2016 Gamescom in Germany getting ready for the launch of Rise of Iron. Well, as a little tribute to my friend who I've had many adventures with over the past 6 years, I'm going to share a fun little story with you. Yes, that's Deej rushing towards me and scaring me half to death. So yeah, I'm going to reveal what exactly is going on here at the end of the video. Farewell Deej, I'm going to miss you dude. Right then, let's get on with it. But first, a word from this video's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Here's 8 reasons to play Raid. So yeah, you can play Raid in 2 ways, mobile or desktop. There's 10 dungeons to take on, each with a unique boss battle and a story campaign spanning 12 locations. You can choose from 13 factions, dwarves, the undead, orcs, you get the idea. And there's 460 unique champions to collect and master. Not to mention over 200,000 active clans, including mine, MoreConsole. Now currently there are over 25 million players worldwide. So yeah, gear up with Raid's unlimited customization options and take on the rest of the world. There's loads of new stuff too. I love using the new forge that allows you to craft items which you can then keep or sell. And check it out, a new game mode is in the works, Doom Tower. So yeah, brand new players get 10 mystery shards, 50 gems, 100,000 silver, and this rare champion slasher. To collect your loot, simply visit the inbox here on your home screen. So yeah, download this game for free on Android, iOS and PC by clicking the links in the description box below. So yeah, first up, the new exotic weapons. Exotic pulse rifle, no time to explain. Precision hits and hits against enemies affected by stasis will return bullets to the magazine. Now here's where it goes a bit crazy. If you stack these hits, you summon a portal which fires bullets from an alternate timeline. What is going on? No time to explain, more like mini portal pain, am I right? You summon a portal that shoots bullets from it like your very own guardian angel from another dimension. I love it when Bungie goes full on balls out with their exotics, the mentalists. Exotic sniper rifle, Cloud Strike. Precision final blows will generate lightning bolts at your enemy's location. Rapid precision shots will summon an entire storm. It's basically Thunderlord in sniper form. Line up those precision shots and capture some sweaty montage clips, you filthy tryhard. Exotic sword, the Lament. If you block with this sword, you rev the blade, which you can then use to shred through shielded enemies. At max rev, damaging an enemy will also heal you. Yeah, Gears of War gave you a chainsaw chainsaw gun, Destiny gives you a chainsaw sword. A chainsword, if you will. You really can't say fairer than that. Exotic grenade launcher, Salvation's Grip. Each grenade creates ice crystals that freeze nearby enemies. Charge up this bad boy to increase the freeze radius. It's a gun that freezes your enemies. Now, I was going to make an ice pun here, but it slipped my mind. No? Okay, I'll stop. Next up, Beyond Light's exotic armor. Titan exotic helmet's Precious Scars. When you revive, you get an overshield aura that protects you and your nearby allies. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is going to make Trials even more unbearable than it already is. F me. Titan exotic gauntlet's Icefall Mantle. This replaces the Titan's barricade with overshield, absorbing damage from incoming fire. I mean, we already know that playing as a Titan is easy mode. I guess now it's even easier. I can already taste the salty goodness of Hunter and Warlock tears. Make 'em cry, Guardian. Hunter exotic helmet Mask of Bacchus. This replaces the Hunter's dodge with a longer range blink ability that also temporarily cloaks you when you use it. Oh dear lord, it's finally happening. Hunters are basically getting blink back. Yet another way for these crafty swine to vanish into thin air. I can't see this being a problem in Crucible, that's sarcasm. Hunter exotic gauntlets Athris's Embrace. The Hunter's weighted knife gains a second ricochet, and rapid crit hits with your knife give you a damage bonus and can stagger enemies. Now this one's for all you knife throwing specialists. Make them really mad by bouncing it off two walls right in the head. Warlock exotic helmet Dawn Chorus. Your Warlock's Daybreak projectiles deal extra damage and cause enemies to burn, and this burn damage increases your grenade energy. Now it's gonna be cold on Europa, and what better way to warm yourself up than sitting around the burning embers of your enemies' corpses. Stay toasty. Warlock exotic gauntlets Necrotic Grip. Melee attacks slowly poison your enemy, and if you kill the enemy that's been poisoned, it spreads to nearby enemies and restores your melee energy. Warlocks just got real dark. An exotic that grants you the touch of death. Spread the corruption and cackle like a maniac. Next up, upgraded ghosts. Yes, your floating companion finally has customizable mod slots. 4 slots in total. Now to unlock this 4th slot, you'll need to masterwork your ghost. It's definitely worth doing as you'll be able to pop in mods that buff activity drops. For example, this one, Greater Core Harvest. Now this mod gives you a chance of an enhanced prism drop every time you defeat bosses in Vanguard playlist strikes or nightfalls. Good news for players who need to farm specific materials. Now you can earn ghost mods from various gameplay activities. Find out which activities from your collections. So yeah, you can at last pick your favorite ghost and spec him out with your favorite mods. Next up, mod upgrades. In Season 12, all weapon mods can be used in any piece of armor no matter what its energy type. At last. This makes micromanaging mods far less painful. Also, all exotic armor 2.0, including the armor you already own, will have a 4th mod slot added that will accept all Charged with Light and Warmind Cell mods. And starting in Season 12, Raid armor will drop with a 5th dedicated armor mod slot that will be used exclusively for the mods related to that raid. And speaking of raids, the new raid will go live November 21st, 10 AM Pacific time, 11 days after Beyond Light launches. 12:30 is the recommended power for all encounters. For the first 24 hours that the new raid is live, artifact power will be disabled and all players will be capped at 20 power below each encounter. Now if you finish the raid in 24 hours, you'll get this very special raid emblem. Good luck, I know I certainly won't be getting this. The rest of us filthy peasants will get this emblem for completing the raid anytime after the 24-hour deadline. Next up, next gen Destiny on consoles. Now this is something all Destiny console players like myself have been waiting so long for. Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 will be able to run Destiny at a crispy 4K 60 frames per second. There will also be a field of view slider which honestly really does enhance the epic scale of this game. It just looks beautiful. You also get faster load times when launching the game and inspecting your character's inventory. I cannot stress enough how much I hate those inventory load times. Good riddance to them. Quite simply, this is how Destiny was meant to be played, and I cannot wait to jump into next gen. Now it's worth mentioning that you'll have to wait until December 8th before you can experience the fully optimized versions of Destiny 2 on your next gen consoles. You'll still be able to play and enjoy the faster load times on November 10th, but the full-on next gen optimization becomes available December 8th. Now it's also worth mentioning that Xbox Series X and S players can play with Xbox One players, and PlayStation 5 players can also play with PlayStation 4 players. And get this, if you intend to play Destiny 2 on a next gen console and you already own it on a current gen console, you get to upgrade for free. You don't need to buy the game again. Now guys, Microsoft is sending me both an Xbox Series X and S 10 days before they launch, and I'll be unboxing them right here on this channel October 30th. So yeah, make sure to subscribe for that. I'll be nerding out pretty hard. Now guys, here's an important preload heads up. You're going to need to re-download the full Destiny 2 game for Beyond Light on every platform you intend to play on. The good news is that Bungie will allow players to preload 10 hours before launch day. Yes, you'll be able to preload on December 9th. And Destiny 2's install size is way smaller now thanks to a huge chunk of content being removed from the game. So yeah, if you want to get gaming on launch day, make sure you pre-download on December 9th. Now let's talk about Europa's dynamic weather system. As you can see, here we have clear skies, fresh snow, dare I say it, it looks rather pleasant. Well, it won't stay that way for long. Now we have light snowfall, increased winds, and partially obscured vision. But when things get heavy, you're really gonna feel it. The wind roars, there's intense snowfall, and you won't be able to see very far ahead of you. But that won't stop your enemies shooting at you, so make sure you have at least one weapon with a thermal scope. Check it out, these enemies only become visible with a thermal scope, so yeah, I will be packing one. Now let's talk about that Edge magazine. Now we all know that we're getting new exotics and new gear, that's pretty much standard for a new expansion. And we also know about the huge new destination Europa, which you can see the map for here. And of course the new raid and the return of the Cosmodrome and Vault of Glass from Destiny 1. But what makes this expansion particularly special are the 3 new subclasses powered by an entirely new element, Stasis. Now I've already covered all these new subclasses in detail in another video which I'll link you at the end. But there's something else that marks Beyond Light as unusual, and that's the removal of a huge chunk of Destiny's content. Here's what Edge magazine has to say about this. Calling Destiny 2 Beyond Light an expansion doesn't feel quite right. With this update, Bungie will cut away huge amounts of the game, vaulting them temporarily while adding new Stasis subclasses, customizable powers, quests to chase, and gear to earn, as well as finding ways to bring back much loved parts of Destiny's past. It's a gamble, but with this highly unorthodox first-person shooter only ever getting bigger, and the next generation right around the corner, its makers have to do something drastic to ensure its sustainability. If Bungie can pull this off, the future looks bright indeed, and all the stress will have been worth it. Now guys, it's finally time to tell that Deej story. Now here's some previously unreleased vlog footage of me from Gamescom in Germany way back in 2016, and basically I'm being a complete idiot. I was just messing about and making a vlog to celebrate the release of Rise of Iron. Now I thought it would be funny to pretend to steal this Rise of Iron thing that contained posters, and as you're about to see, I did quite a few outtakes. You see, this was very early on in my vlogging career, so I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. Now I also didn't know that Deej was watching me from a distance waiting for the right moment to pounce. So yeah, on my 4th take, Deej struck, and the startled look on my face is completely genuine. I had no idea he was gonna barge in and march me off. And you know what, it was easily the best take. Now something you may not know about Deej is that he has a background in theatre, so he knows how to really spice up a scene. But yeah, that's the story behind this footage. Deej, I salute you sir, you were one hell of a community manager.
They're not toys. This is official licensed products. You're coming with me. Come on.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually had a lot of fun making this one. If you like this kind of content, let me know by dropping a thumbs up and a sub. Let's set a thumbs up goal of 20,000 likes. I know it's a lot, but I want everyone to know the story of Deej's Gamescom shenanigans. And remember, I'm going to be doing an early Xbox Series X unboxing, so make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on to avoid missing it. And if you want to watch the video in which I break down every Stasis subclass and the new artifacts and fragments, click the on-screen video. It's definitely worth a watch. Thank you so much for watching guys, and please do stay safe. We'll speak again soon.